Yo, what is up, guys? Welcome back to the BTM channel. And it is that day of the year that we are going to be making my official 2023-2024 Cincinnati Bengals record predictions. And yeah, not much else to say besides that. We got a highly anticipated season coming up. And without further ado, let's get straight to it. Okay, starting off, week 1. We actually have a really tough matchup against the Cleveland Browns. We are actually at their stadium, which is also like Burrow has not beaten the Browns at their stadium yet. And as much as I hate to say it, I am going to take the Cleveland Browns in this game. I'm going to say we go 0-1 to start. You know, Burrow's just going to be coming back as usual, you know what I'm saying? Not that it always matters, you know, but like last year he came off a little bit rusty against the Steelers. And I just think this is a tough matchup. Cleveland just has a great game plan for us. I don't know why. I don't know. I think we're a way better team, but you know, they're a tough team to beat at least for us sometimes, you know. So I think going to their stadium, it's got to be a tough environment. I'm gonna say we lose week 1 against the Cleveland Browns and we go 0-1 to start. But then we head to the Baltimore Ravens. Or no, we head back home and the Baltimore Ravens come to join us and OBJ's with Lamar Jackson. He's got Zay Flowers. He got so many weapons now. Come on, man. What are we doing here, man? Come on, man. Like, obviously, it is a new and improved Ravens team and all that, but I mean, Joe Shiesty against the freaking Ravens he's a problem. You know what I'm saying? I mean, this man right here, yeah, he's a problem against the Ravens. So I'm gonna say we do win this game. We're gonna bounce back. We got the home field advantage. And we're going to go 1-1 to start the season going into week 3 versus the Los Angeles Rams. This is a home game at night. Ooh, man, it's got to be so crispy. And we got the all-white unis on. I know that for a fact for this game. We got the white helmets, the white jerseys, the white... Ooh, so pretty, man. So pretty. And, yeah, we're going to be winning this game. You know what I'm saying? Rams... maybe back in 2021, you guys had the perfect script for y'all written, you know what I'm saying, where you guys go against the worst offensive line and you have Aaron Donald and, Von Miller, like, whatever it was. I don't even remember. I think, Aaron Donald, Von Miller. Good. It was literally the best case scenario for them. They won the Super Bowl. Anyways, though, we're winning this game versus the Los Angeles Rams. We're going to be looking clean. We're going to be looking nice. We're going to be going 2-1 to start the year. Going into week 4, we are going to the Tennessee Titans Stadium, and boy, oh boy, this is, obviously the Titans, man. Everyone talks about the Bengals, kind of owning the Chiefs, or at least I talk about that, you know what I'm saying? I get they beat us once, but it's just once. Let's just keep that in consideration before, Chiefs fans get too cocky. But, anyways, Titans, bro, we've beaten them, even when Burrow was hurt back, even in 2020 when we sucked, I believe we beat the Titans. We have beaten the Titans the last 3 years, the last 3 or 4 matchups. I don't know, it's something crazy, but we are very good against the Titans, and I'm gonna say we continue that streak, and we're gonna win this game against the Titans. We're gonna start the season off 3-1, kind of get it cooking a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Then going to October 8th, we're going to be in Arizona. We're going to be playing the Arizona Cardinals. The Cardinals, I'm not going to lie, I don't feel like I got to explain this much. They've got to be one of the worst teams in the league. Who knows if Kyler Murray's got to be back by this point at week 5. But I'm going to say we win this game. I just don't. It's the Cardinals, bro. I don't need to do much to explain here. And we are going to move on to 4-1. Whew, we're going to be cooking. Like I said, we're going to be cooking to start the year. You know what I'm saying? We got a good schedule to start the year. The last couple years we haven't started the season off hot, but hopefully this year is the year we can do that. Then we head back home versus the Seattle Seahawks. Now this is probably, arguably, I wouldn't say our toughest matchup to start the year, but one of the tougher matchups. You know what I'm saying? They got the new receiving core. But yeah, they're a rising team. You know what I'm saying? Geno Smith and everything. But I still think even with, them, kind of rising up all of a sudden, I still think we got a better roster. I think we got a better team here. We're going to be at home. I'm taking us in this game. I think we can win this game for sure. And we are going to be 5-1 going into the bye. That would be a fantastic start. I would love to start 5-1 going into the bye week 7 for us. And then we get a tough matchup coming out of week 7, which is almost good because, you get your rest, you get prepared for the game. And we have to go to San Francisco, play the 49ers. Not quite Halloween. This is an October 29th game, afternoon game. This is going to be a tougher one. This is going to be a very tough one. I think we're going to, probably struggle a little bit more here. They got a very good defensive line. I mean, they're just a very good team, and by this point, they got to have their quarterback situation figured out. So I'm going to say we do lose this game, and we drop to, I believe it is 5-2 at this point. So we drop to 5-2. Not a huge panic, but again, you're playing, it's a tough team to beat, the 49ers. And then we head back home to a game I'm thinking about going to. That's for dang sure. This game, as far as our home games this year, this is looking like the best home game we have in a rematch versus the Buffalo Bills. And man, oh man, you guys know, I think, me personally, after watching last year, number one, the AFC divisional round, we obviously dominated that game. But even that game before that, we all know what happened that night. It was obviously tragic and all that. But we were moving against that Buffalo Bills defense, bro. And our defense did pretty solid so far against Buffalo. I think this is a team that we can beat. And I think, Sunday, I believe it's like a Sunday night game or something like that. I think we're going to ball out. I think we're going to have a really good game here. And, I think we're going to take this one against the Buffalo Bills. It's got to be a tough one, but I do think we can squeak it out a little bit. I think we're going to be able to get that one. And so we move up to 6-2 at this point in the season. Then we get to week 10 versus the Houston Texans. Again, this is a home game for us. And we're playing the Texans. I don't think I need to do too much explain here. As long as we just pretty much don't fall apart, we should win this game easily. And we move up to 7-2 at this point in the season. And now we're kind of in that November, we're not quite to that December football, but, we're getting to those important games where the standings are going to start mattering. And then we go to a Thursday night game in Baltimore. This has got to be a tougher one. I will give it to the Ravens here. I think they're going to squeak this one out. I don't know, though. I still think we could win this game, but I'm going to say we split the series, and the Ravens win this game, and we move down to 8-3 on the season, going into week 12 versus the Steelers. Our first matchup versus the Steelers this year, which is kind of crazy. We have a home game against them. So I'm gonna say this game. I think last year, obviously they split the series with us last year, and they beat us at home last year. But I think this year's a different story. Joe's got to be healthy by this point. I'm gonna say we win this game, and we are going to move on to 8-3 going into December. And in December, here we go. This is gonna be a fun matchup here. We are going to Jacksonville in a Monday night football game. Of course, Jaguars came out of nowhere last year. All of a sudden, they bounced back big after 2021. It was a complete disaster. I mean, they got a lot better, you know what I'm saying? So this has got to be a tougher matchup here. But I really think, you know what I'm saying, with us, we kick it in at the end of the year, and we're gotta be really fighting to, try to get first place in the AFC this year. I'm gonna say we squeak this one out here again. I think it's gotta be a tough one. I think it's gotta be a shootout. I don't think there's gotta be much defense this game, but I'm gonna say we win this game, move on to 9-3, and we start to kind of get to these pressure games, and then we go back home. And we play the Indianapolis Colts. And, of course, I think the Colts will be better this year. But, again, this is another team I just think they still got to figure things out. Jonathan Taylor wants a trade. I mean, it's just ridiculous there right now. I'm going to say we win this game, move on to 10-3. Now it is going to be December 17th. So we're almost to the end of the year now. Week 15 against the Minnesota Vikings at home. This is another game I'm thinking about going to. I don't know if it's going to be a Sunday night game or what. It's just says to be determined, so there's really no special pressure or anything like that. But we are at home against the Vikings, and again, I still think this is where we turn it up at the end of the year. I mean, you saw what we did after the bye week last year. It was beautiful what we did last year after the bye week. And I think we're going to win this game again, beat the Vikings again. Obviously, we beat them back in 2021. I think we've only improved since then. So I say we win this game, and we're going to move to 10-4. 10-4 on the year. Going into week 16, we have a Saturday game at Pittsburgh. This is going to be a tougher environment, of course, in Pittsburgh in December, right before Christmas. It's got to be a tougher matchup. It's got to be cold there probably. But I still think, like I said, we beat them last year. I think we should have beat them twice last year. And I'm going to say, this division rival, we're not going to lose twice to. And we are going to beat the Steelers twice this year, take the whole series. And we are going to move up to, I believe that is 12? I think we're 12-3 now. We're at 12-3 at this point. Going into week 17, here we go, man. My favorite team to play, what I'm saying. Hear about it all the time at school, what I'm saying. We got the Kansas City Chiefs. We got the Kansas City Chiefs, biggest meat riders. I don't want to start going off on them. I'm saying. I'm not gonna start going off on the Chiefs. What I'm saying. Just their fans. I don't got much to say about them, but. This is a game, like I said before the season started, I'd be fine with losing this game just because I think the Chiefs, we might see them again in the playoffs. And then, all of a sudden, these Chiefs fans got these big heads. Oh, we beat Burrow twice. He doesn't own us anymore. And then what do you know? Joe Burrow sneaks them out in the playoffs. So, to be honest, I'd be fine with either result in this game if we win or lose this game. But I do think if this game does have any sort of, pressure as to, if we're going to actually, be able to win the AFC, because at this point we'd be 12-3 going into this game against the Chiefs. It very well could determine who wins the AFC this game. So I think if it is in that case, I'm going to say Joe Burrow turns up, and I'm going to say he gets us first place finally this year, and we move to 13-3 versus, like I said, it's got to be a tough game, but I'm going to say we move up to 13-3. Going into week 18 against the Cleveland Browns at home. And at this point, we're just going to sit our players. We're just going to rest for week 18. And we're going to lose that game. But again, we have the AFC locked up. So that's why we're going to do that. And we will go 13-4 on the year. What do y'all think? What are y'all thinking, man? I know y'all got y'all own thoughts and opinions. Let me know in the comments. What y'all think we're going to do this year. And without further ado. Make sure to like and subscribe. I'll see you guys next one. Peace out.